Okay, so you say you want to do something stupid, fucking ridiculous. It's pretty straightforward. You call up BMW Motorrad, you ask them to let you borrow a $25,000 brand new motorcycle. You call up Royal Enfield, you build them a pretty damn expensive, exclusive off-road Royal Enfield INT650, and then you call your buddy ex-MotoGP champion Kevin Schwantz and ask him if you can borrow his best dirt bike. And then, of course, you bring one of your best friends, Chris Davis, the off-road killer, out to a motocross track and compare them, because why not? Here's the question. How do you think this is gonna go? Seriously, like...
I think the BMW is gonna look epic going off jumps and be terrible.
By terrible, what do you mean?
Super heavy. I think it's gonna be difficult to turn. Suspension's gonna bottom out on anything over a bump this big. It's heavy, cruising up and down dirt roads and covering a lot of ground. That's that motorcycle.
Well, and then of course, it's pretty obvious this falls somewhere in the middle.
I think that'll be fun to ride.
Have you taken this off any sweet jumps yet?
No, I haven't.
Me neither, and I'm a little scared. I'm a little tweaked by that. I mean, hell, I'm intimidated about jumping that anymore, right? But this thing, yeah. That, I don't know that I'm even gonna try to jump it. So, we're gonna compare these two off-road. Maybe we won't jump the BMW, but I think that it's worth doing a quick ride and then talking about what we think the real differences are if you're gonna go try to ride off-road on any one of these motorcycles.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Okay, let's do it. So, colorful Chris showed up with his A game. I came with my black game. We're still both a little bit tweaked from riding the two of these on a motocross track, which was probably not the best idea we've had. First thing we did was rode the Royal Enfield a bit around the track. Truth is, Chris Davis rode it, jumped it about 3 dozen times before he broke it. And by that I mean,
that's like 10 more times than I expected it to last. So
it did really well, actually.
Pretty happy about that.
He made contact with the inner fender, which we have a replacement piece for. It's not a big deal, but he did turn the bike off because it ripped a relay out.
Yeah, nothing major.
But anyway, the point is, as a riding bike on an off-road situation, for a bike that certainly wasn't built to be off-road, what do you think?
It did significantly better than I expected it to. It took a minute to get adjusted to keeping the RPM so low because it's such a torquey motor, that 650. It turned really well, better than I expected for sure. And then even small jumps, no big deal. The bigger jumps, which we didn't expect it to do well.
It bottomed out.
Yeah, it bottomed out really hard.
Well, so as he was riding the Royal Enfield, I was cruising around the GS. And I'll admit, it was better than I thought it was going to be. And I mean that, I wasn't going to hit any doubles on it for sure. But it was nice and smooth. The instant availability of torque and power was pretty good. And, I managed to bottom it out a few times and get a little bit of air. So I looked it up. It's 591 pounds, probably about 610 right now because of the stuff that's on it. So 610, 450, 220, all the weights there. I went directly from the GS to the Husky because Chris had already broken the Royal at that point. And I couldn't even handle it. For the first few minutes, I was like, oh, this feels really, really awkward and weird.
Yeah, and I started in the middle and then went down to the Husky, and it felt like a proper motocross bike.
You were fine.
Yeah, it was great. It reacted much faster and different riding, but it was great. Yeah, going from this bike to that one, terrible idea. Don't do that.
So he did the other extreme, went from there to this. So here's the question. You're gonna go on a trip that is 75% off-road, dirt road.
I would pick this bike right here.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, that one's too heavy. This is too much of a scalpel. It's just not for its specific duty as extreme off-road.
Yeah.
a good middle road bike would be this one.
Revival wins again.
Not biased at all.
Yeah, thanks Royal Enfield for building a cool bike that you let us tear up, and we hope that it lives on. If you guys want a Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 custom, let us know. We'll build you one. And you too can break it just like us. Now's the time of video where most people ask for money or donations or whatever. I'm not gonna ask you for that. What I'm gonna say to you is, if you wanna see more videos and you wanna learn more of what we've learned, and you wanna see a deep dive into a lot of these topics, go to our website and buy something. We sell everything from motorcycle gear, helmets, motorcycle parts, specialized tools. We sell lots of things, and they've all taken us years to figure out what the best stuff is, and we figured it out. So go to revivalcycles.com. There's some really good stuff there. Everything from like kick-ass hand grips from Posh to Radiance LED lighting and everything in between. We want to teach you what we know, but this stuff takes time and it takes real effort to make these videos and make them good for you guys. So go support us by helping yourself to the cool stuff you already need. And it helps us because we make a little bit of profit and then we can justify doing more videos. Thanks for your support.